When Priscilla accused Elvis of spoiling their beloved daughter, Lisa Marie, no one could have anticipated the explosive response that would follow. In a moment that stunned even those closest to him, Elvis unleashed his emotions in a way that left everyone reeling. What could have ignited such a reaction from the king himself? It all started with a simple tooth fairy visit, a seemingly innocent childhood ritual that would unexpectedly spark a heated exchange and expose a rare glimpse into the private dynamics between Elvis and Priscilla as parents. This wasn't just about a few dollars under a pillow. It became a clash of wills, revealing deep-seated differences in how each parent viewed their role in Lisa Marie's life. What was it that pushed Elvis to respond so fiercely? Stay tuned as we uncover the unforgettable words he said that would echo through Graceland. Number 4. Setting the stage, Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, and Priscilla, his once beloved wife, shared a complex and storied relationship that continued long after their separation in 1972. Despite their split, they remained bound by their love for their only daughter, Lisa Marie. As part of their co-parenting arrangement, Lisa Marie would often leave her mother's home in Los Angeles to stay with Elvis at Graceland during her school breaks. Those trips became a cherished escape for the young girl, filled with memories of endless freedom, where rules seemed more like gentle suggestions and fun was always just around the corner. For Elvis, these moments were his chance to be the father he yearned to be, showering his daughter with affection and letting her indulge in the magic of childhood under the sprawling Graceland roof. At the heart of these visits was young Lisa Marie, a spirited child with a natural flair for mischief. She was adored by everyone at Graceland, where the household staff, friends, and especially Elvis's cousin, Billy Smith, watched her grow. Billy, one of Elvis's closest confidants and a permanent fixture in his life, was a first-hand witness to these family moments, often standing by as Lisa's playful antics added a youthful spark to the mansion. Lisa's wide-eyed innocence and boundless energy charmed those around her, particularly her doting father. To her, Elvis wasn't just the king adored by millions, he was Daddy, her personal hero who could make even the smallest moments feel magical. But little did anyone know, one of those small moments would soon ignite a confrontation between Elvis and Priscilla. With Billy silently observing a side of Elvis few were privileged to see. While Lisa's visits were filled with joy and freedom, her father's indulgent parenting style didn't always sit well with Priscilla. Elvis loved spoiling Lisa, perhaps seeing it as a way to make up for lost time, showering her with everything she could ever want. Yet, Priscilla, ever the concerned mother, often worried that Elvis's generosity might go a bit too far, creating tension over what was best for their daughter. Elvis's open-handedness and Priscilla's protective instincts set the stage for moments of disagreement, each holding their own ideas about what was right for Lisa Marie. And with one small, seemingly innocent incident, a child's tooth placed under a pillow for the tooth fairy, those differing views were about to collide, leaving an unforgettable memory of a family whose love and loyalty were as strong as the sparks that occasionally flew between them. Number 3. The Tooth Fairy Incident. One evening at Graceland, young Lisa Marie lost a tooth, a milestone every child celebrates with boundless excitement. She couldn't wait to tell her father, running through the halls of the grand mansion to find him, her tiny hands clutching the freshly lost tooth like a prized treasure. To Lisa, losing a tooth meant something magical was about to happen. A visit from the Tooth Fairy. Elvis, seeing the sparkle in his daughter's eyes, wanted to make this moment unforgettable. He assured her that the Tooth Fairy would indeed visit, and later that night, he carefully crept into her room, slipping a crisp $10 bill under her pillow, a generous gift from a father who loved to make his daughter feel special. For Elvis, it was a way to weave a bit of his own magic into her life, giving her a small moment of wonder in the way only he could. The next morning, Lisa Marie woke up with a thrill. reaching under her pillow to find the surprise her father had left. Her eyes lit up as she discovered the $10 bill, a fortune to a young child, and her mind raced with all the things she could buy. She darted out of bed, clutching the money and running to find Elvis, eager to share her delight with him. Bursting with excitement, she begged him to take her shopping to spend her tooth fairy treasure. It was a joyful, innocent moment, the kind that every parent lives for, seeing their child's eyes light up with simple happiness. Lisa could hardly contain herself and quickly reached for the phone to call her mother, Priscilla, ready to share her good fortune with both of her parents, unaware of the stir it was about to cause. Number 2. The call from Priscilla. When Lisa called her mother, Priscilla, to share the thrilling news about the Tooth Fairy's visit, Priscilla's initial reaction was a mix of surprise and mild disbelief. Hearing that her young daughter had received a full $10 under her pillow, a sum that seemed extravagant for a lost tooth, Priscilla couldn't help but feel concerned. In her eyes, this was more than just a generous gesture. It was an example of Elvis's tendency to indulge Lisa with grand gestures that might set unrealistic expectations. To Priscilla, this kind of gift for something as simple as a lost tooth seemed like more than a token from the Tooth Fairy. It felt like the beginning of a habit she worried might spoil their daughter, especially since she had always kept things simple, usually giving Lisa a modest quarter or 50 cents. Feeling a need to address it, she picked up the phone to call Elvis, determined to make her concerns known. When Priscilla reached Elvis, her voice carried a note of urgency as she expressed her worry that his grand approach to parenting might be setting a precedent. She explained that a small reward, like the quarter she would typically give Lisa, would have been enough to mark the occasion without creating expectations for larger rewards in the future. Elvis listened as Priscilla outlined her point of view, gently suggesting that a more restrained approach might teach Lisa to value the simpler gestures. But the suggestion that his generosity might be too much only fueled a quiet fire within Elvis. To him, the joy on his daughter's face was worth every dollar, and he felt that he had every right to give her that joy in whatever way he chose. The tension between their differing philosophies of parenting began to simmer, setting the stage for an unforgettable response from the king himself. Number 1. The explosive moment. When Priscilla voiced her concerns to Elvis, she likely hoped for a calm conversation about co-parenting boundaries, but she was met with a reaction she would never forget. According to Elvis's cousin, Billy Smith, who often saw the king in his most unfiltered moments, this was one of those times when Elvis's temper flared with a fiery intensity. Frustrated and perhaps feeling his generosity questioned, Elvis defended his decision to give Lisa Marie a gift that matched the pride he felt as her father. With a voice thick with conviction, he declared, "I don't know the damn going rate for a tooth fairy. You give her what you want to, and I'll give her what I want to." In that instant, his words revealed the depth of his love for his daughter and his belief in his own way of making her feel special. Elvis wasn't about to let anyone dictate how he should show his affection, not even Priscilla. His defiance wasn't just about a $10 bill, it was his way of standing firm on the kind of father he wanted to be. Billy, watching this tense moment unfold, couldn't help but be amused. The way Elvis fired back at Priscilla, mixing humor with an almost childlike stubbornness, left an impression that Billy would remember for years to come. To Billy, Elvis's passionate response was both entertaining and oddly endearing, a reminder of how fiercely protective he was of the joy he brought to Lisa Marie's life. The scene held a blend of shock and humor that could only come from a family dynamic as unique as the Presleys. While others might see Elvis's gesture as over the top, Billy saw it as part of the king's unmistakable charm and his unbreakable bond with Lisa Marie. It was a moment that captured the tension, the love, and the unfiltered honesty that existed between Elvis and those closest to him. A story that would live on as a testament to his larger-than-life personality. We'd love to hear what you think. Do you agree with Elvis's bold approach to parenting, or do you see Priscilla's point of view? How would you handle a moment like this with your own kids? Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. We can't wait to read what you have to say about this unforgettable clash between the king and Priscilla.